Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome to a hot and humid Armstrong Soccer Field for the home opener for your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates. We had a little bit of rain before the start of the match today, had a lightning delay, but both teams are on the field and ready to go as the Pirates host the Florida Tech Panthers in a matchup that features the last two Final Four participants from the combined South and Southeast regions. Florida Tech, Final Four participants 2 seasons ago, and of course Armstrong making its first Final Four run last year, and they open up their home season here this afternoon against Florida Tech. Florida Tech is 2-0 on the season. They've already picked up a couple of wins on the year. Florida Tech defeated St. Thomas as well as Florida Memorial, while Armstrong comes in at 0-1-1, lost the tough 3-1 decision to number 2 Grand Valley State on last Friday, and then played to a scoreless draw with Ferris State on Sunday. There is still the threat of possible lightning and rain showers throughout the rest of this game, so we apologize for our scaled back production. We only have one camera for you today, but we will bring you all the action as long as we can here between the Pirates and the Panthers. Armstrong is dressed in all white, and Florida Tech in their road red uniforms. Let's go ahead and introduce you as we get ready for the kickoff to the Armstrong Pirates.
Megan Mayville, and I can solve a Rubik's Cube.
Najma Scaff, I can pop my ear.
Christina Paschetti, and I'm psychic. I cause bloopers.
Danny Faye, I can do impression of SpongeBob when he ran out of water. Jordan Otto, dancing eyebrows.
Emily Catnaugh, and I have really good gamer thumbs.
Morgan Mitchell, I have many talents.
Rachel Hatch, I can paint self-portraits with my toes.
Morgan Lucky, I can rap.
Anna Whitehouse, my hidden talent is to make this sound.
Casey Dixon, I can open the door with my feet.
Candace Cosby, I can make balloon animals.
Stina Stoddy, I can sing with my mouth closed.
Taylor Schultz, yodeling.
Stephanie James, laughing without smiling.
Mary Margaret Davis, drawing.
Brianne Matarazzo, wiggling my ears.
Taylor Russell, I can talk like Barney.
Courtney Colley, I have the best frown around town.
Taylor Valley, I can do an impression of a weather woman.
Andy Dawson, I can do a Class A impression of a chipmunk.
Amber Rainey, I can smile.
Ashanae Monroe, I can sing.
Brooke Lambert, and I have a super long tongue.
Maggie Carson, I can rap by size speed.
So Armstrong with a 1-0 lead. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineups here. As you heard, Najma Skeff with the goal to begin the match. She's up top with Christina Paschetti. Midfield for the Pirates, Andy Dawson, along with Morgan Mitchell and Courtney Colley. The back line for the Pirates, Stephanie James, Taylor Russell, Amber Rainey, Brianna Matarazzo, Taylor Schultz, actually Amber Rainey playing in the midfield. And a free kick coming for the Pirates here. Andy Dawson will send it into the box. Shot is blocked by Skeff with the shot. It was blocked by a Florida Tech defender. That was number 25, Lauren Bolus, getting her body in the way of the shot. And off of Florida Tech, it goes for an Armstrong throw in the starting lineup for Florida Tech. Brittany Corneau, Erica Forsberg, who is the leading scorer for the Panthers. She has 4 goals already in just 2 matches for the Panthers. Aubrey Williamson, Cameron Zullo, Kristen Howe, Christina Edwards, Kelly Whitaker, Carly Hunt, Katie O'Regan, and in goal, Emma Allstrand for Florida Tech. Florida Tech comes in ranked number 19 in the latest NSCA Division II Top 25 poll. Pirates started the year at number 3 as Courtney Colley sends a cross into the box. Deflected, but comes back to the Pirates, and now cleared away by Florida Tech. into the box. The service from Rainey will be picked up by Allstrand. The Pirates were number 3 in the preseason poll, but after the winless weekend up in Michigan, fell out of the poll. Matarazzo one-on-one with Whitaker, and Matarazzo will win that for a throw-in on the far side of the field. Matarazzo, the sophomore from Florida, getting the start at right back for head coach Eric Faulkner and the Pirates. Florida Tech settles with the back line. O'Regan, square ball across for Zullo, and that's giveaway there by Zullo. Skeff on the ball for the Pirates. Skeff through traffic, toe pokes it ahead to Pascutti, and she's tripped up. Still with the Pirates. Cauley will take a shot, and that will be wide to the left. It looked like Pascutti lost her footing trying to gather in the toe poke pass from Skeff. Goal kick taken quickly by Florida Tech. Up the left side. Ball chipped in. And a foul on the Pirates whistled against Russell. It'll be a free kick coming for Florida Tech. About midway in Armstrong's half of the field. Whitaker over the ball for Florida Tech. Whitaker with the right foot, and that is well wide. Sort of ambitious free kick there by Whitaker. Not sure if she had someone coming across the way, but ends up being just a goal kick, and Carson will send it forward for the Pirates. Out to midfield. Won by Florida Tech. Howe tracks back, sends it left. Now Edwards. Long ball looking straight ahead. That's headed by Russell. Comes back to Florida Tech. Whitaker in a foot race here. Poked away by Cauley. Cauley wins it. Here come the Pirates. Headed forward to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to send Pascutti on a run. And that will be cleared away. It's deflected. Dawson keeps it alive. And a foot race to the ball will be won by the goalkeeper for Florida Tech, Emma Allstrand. 6 minutes in, 1-0 our score. Armstrong scored in the opening minute of our match here. Najma Skeff with her first goal of the season. Remember, Skeff was the hero for the Pirates in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, scored the match winner in overtime in the semifinals against Lander, and then the final with 12 seconds left in regulation in the championship match against Columbus State. Throw in for Florida Tech, far side of the field. Ball's deflected. And popped in and wide by Forsberg. Or excuse me, that was Aubrey Williamson trying to find Forsberg. Trying to do a little give and go, but it goes out for a goal kick. Maggie Carson in goal for the Pirates, drawing her second start of the year. She has 3 career shutouts in 5 starts for the Pirates. She made 4 saves on Sunday in the scoreless draw with Ferris State. Taylor Russell wins that ball. Keeps possession. Plays wide looking for Dawson. A little miscommunication as that's intercepted easily by Corneau. And here comes Florida Tech on the counter. Good run made by Whitaker left side. And that is cleared away by the Pirates. Mitchell 1-on-3 here. Now plays it to the feet of Dawson. O'Regan, it's still in play, and Dawson gets a head on it. Dawson still with it. Good tough battle there, and she wins a throw-in. So good play by Dawson. Really all by herself on the left side. In for Skeff, through the double team. Skeff, the edge of the box, and taken down. No call, and that will be cleared away. And here comes Florida Tech on the counter. Forsberg leaves it for Whitaker. Whitaker stepping up. Picks her target, plays it to the feet of Forsberg. Forsberg against Matarazzo. Crosses it into the box. James lets it go by, and Carson will gobble it up before it can go out for a goal kick. Carson will punt it out. It'll be a throw-in for Florida Tech. Corneau to deliver the throw-in. Won by the Pirates. Cawley, wearing the captain's armband this year, sends it across, and it will be a throw-in now on the far side for the Panthers. Armstrong and Florida Tech has faced just once in the history of both programs. These are two relatively new programs on the college scene. Florida Tech's first year of intercollegiate competition was 2003. Armstrong's was 2005. And the two teams met in Milledgeville in a tournament setting, and that match was won 2-0 by Florida Tech over the Pirates. Cawley to the feet of Rainey, and that ball intercepted by Whitaker. Whitaker gets around Matarazzo and is fouled by the Pirates, and it will be a free kick for Florida Tech here. Whitaker again on the free kick, sends this one goalward, and it's headed out by Morgan Mitchell. It's going to be a corner kick, but still a good play by Morgan Mitchell. And it will be the first corner of the match for either team. And for Florida Tech, it'll be Aubrey Williamson, number 16, to deliver the corner. Williamson has a target short, but she will send it low across the box. That's chested by Dawson. Williamson gets it back, and it's cleared away by Taylor Schultz to midfield, where it's settled by Florida Tech. Schultz again with it over to Skeff. Florida Tech gathers possession again. Service headed away by Matarazzo, and now the Pirates have possession at midfield with Skeff. Najima Skeff looking for Dawson on the diagonal ball, and it's intercepted easily by O'Regan. Long ball looking for Williamson near the end line, and it goes out. It will be a throw-in for Armstrong. 12 minutes in here at the Armstrong Soccer Field home opener for the Pirates. 1-0. Armstrong with the lead. O'Regan again looking for Williamson. She's double teamed, and again we'll play it out. It'll be a throw in for Armstrong. Cawley to the feet of Skeff. Skeff makes a turn, plays it wide for Dawson. Dawson across looking for Matarazzo, by Perpascutti, taken away from her. Long ball sent forward And a foot race here, but Carson makes the smart play, and we'll just wait it for the ball to go into the box and then deliver it wide. Pirates on the attack up the right side now. Mitchell. And a foul whistled against Florida Tech. It'll be an Armstrong free kick. So Florida Tech commits its first foul of the match. And Andy Dawson on the ball for Armstrong on this direct kick. Options here, you've got Mitchell looking far post. Into the box it goes. It's headed up in the air by Florida Tech. Still alive. Pascutti makes a turn. Pops this one into the box, and that'll be an easy play for the goalkeeper, Allstrand. Punt from Allstrand comes to midfield, headed by Dawson. Cawley reverses direction, plays it wide, again looking for James, but intercepted by Williamson. Florida Tech trying to string a few passes together. That one's broken up by Russell. Back to the Florida Tech back line. Now ball won at midfield by Rainey. Florida Tech again with it. That's won by James. Now James comes up on the left side. Plays it to the feet of Skeff. Skeff tripped, no call. And Florida Tech comes away with the ball. Matarazzo with possession, play it out, and off of Florida Tech it'll be a throw in for Armstrong just at midfield, far side of the field. Looking for Mitchell. Settled by the back line of the Panthers. O'Regan delivers a long ball, won by Schultz. Now Cawley with it. Looking for Rainey, but it's intercepted by Florida Tech. Here come the Panthers. Williamson, near side. Looking for Edwards, and that's out, and it's going to be a throw-in, and we'll have a sub here. And Florida Tech will bring in number 21, Ashley McGlashan, who comes in for number 9, Brittany Corneau. Skeff wins that ball to Mitchell, back to Skeff. Now a ball looking for Pascutti. Up the far side, Pascutti. Through the double team, and that's cleared briefly by Florida Tech. Now into the box for Mitchell. Mitchell taken down. Still with Armstrong in possession. Rainey will try a long distance shot, and that will be an easy play for Allstrand. And a foul on Armstrong, and that'll be a little bit of a talking to from our center official. Matarazzo whistled for that foul. And Florida Tech takes a quick free kick. Settling it in the midfield are the Panthers. Howe tries a ball up the middle, but Carson will read it very well and pick it up. Ball played wide, and that will go out, and we'll have a sub for Armstrong as Emily Cadnaugh is going to come in. And Brianne Matarazzo is going to come out. So Cattenaw will take over at right back for Matarazzo. And it's off of Skeff. It'll be a throw-in for Florida Tech. And that one goes off the side of the foot of McGlashan, so a throw-in for Armstrong right in front of us here. Cawley with it after the throw-in. Plays it back to the back line. Russell delivers it to Cattenaw. First touch since coming in. Plays it to the feet of Rainey, and that's out for a throw-in, and another sub coming for Armstrong. Danielle Fay is going to come in for Najma Skeff, the goal scorer today for Armstrong. And out for, still with possession are the Pirates. Mitchell heads this one on looking for Fay. And ball sent up the far side. That will be gathered by Russell on the throw. And she'll give it off to Cattenaw. Ball played wide for McGlashan. McGlashan looking for Williamson. Williamson keeps it in play. James toe pokes it to Cawley. Cawley wide, and that's out. Throw in coming for Florida Tech. 20 minutes in here in the first half. Armstrong and Florida Tech. Home opener for the Pirates. Fay to the feet of Mitchell. Mitchell back to Fay. Fay puts it in looking for Morgan Mitchell. O'Regan and Mitchell battling one-on-one. Now Dawson back to Fay. Fay to Dawson, edge of the box. Dawson takes a shot, and it's in! 2-0 Pirates as Andy Dawson scores on the left-footed shot from the left side of the box. Andy Dawson from Morgan Mitchell, and it's 2-0 Armstrong. So Andy Dawson with her first goal of the year. And the Pirates lead it 2-0. And immediate pressure by the Pirates even after the goal scored here. Fay pressuring, but Florida Tech comes away with it. And Russell will run that one off. Morgan Mitchell ahead for Pascutti. Pascutti, one person to beat. Pascutti to her right foot. Pascutti with a shot, and it's saved by Allstrand. Christina Pascutti with a good shot, and Allstrand makes the save to keep it a 2-0 match. Amber Rainey to Andy Dawson. Now Cawley with it, wide for Stephanie James. James into the box it goes. And Florida Tech will gather it up, clear it away. Long ball sent forward by Whitaker. 1-on-3 is Forsberg. Forsberg gets a foot on it, but Schultz comes away with it for Armstrong. And a foul whistled against Armstrong. Will Florida Tech with a quick restart here. And a throw-in coming, and subs for Florida Tech. A trio of subs here. Paige Redmond, Carly O'Brien, and Carlene Harrison are going to check in for the Panthers, replacing Williamson, O'Regan, and Zullo. The rest of the weekend schedule, by the way, there's 2 more matches that will be played this weekend on the Armstrong Soccer Field. Tomorrow, the Pirates will take on Coker at 3:30, and we'll have that match for you here on Ustream. And then on Sunday, in a neutral site match, Florida Tech will play Clayton State, as there's a service into the box, and Carson able to clean up the loose ball. They were looking for Forsberg right in front of the net, but Forsberg never able to really get a touch on it. 1 o'clock for Clayton State against Florida Tech, and we will have live stats of that matchup for you here. Ball cleared away by Florida Tech, still pressuring it as Pascutti working against McGlashan. And a throw-in coming for Armstrong right in front of Florida Tech's bench. Forsberg plays it ahead, but there's no one there but Pirates. Russell plays it forward, won by McGlashan. Now Cawley wide for Catnaugh. Catnaugh wide for Amber Rainey. Pirates switch it to the right side of the field. Andy Dawson looking for a target, leaves it for Rainey. Now Cawley has it right at midfield. Pascutti wide for James. Stephanie James heads to the corner and will win a throw-in. And the throw-in will go to Florida Tech. Dawson wide for James, sends it into the box, and Allstrand will come off her line and pick it up. Under 20 minutes to go until halftime. 2-0 Armstrong. Dawson plays it out. It'll be a throw-in coming for Florida Tech. Forsberg takes the throw-in. Schultz toe pokes it away, and Pascutti plays it forward. Settled by Redmond. Florida Tech has it at midfield. That pass intercepted by Rainey. Rainey for Fay. That's taken away by the Panthers. Edwards. Ball's headed by Forsberg, straight up in the air. Pascutti's pass deflected, won by Dawson, and then Dawson is tripped up by McGlashan. 2-0 our goal scorers, Najma Skeff and Andy Dawson. I believe I said that Morgan Mitchell had the assist on that second goal by Dawson. It was Danielle Fay that had the assist. As that ball goes in for Pascutti, and Pascutti underneath the goalkeeper puts it in for the goal. And right off the free kick, the Pirates score again. It is 3-0 Armstrong.
Go Pirates! Goal scored by number 12, Christina Pascutti. Pirates now lead 3-0.
So this Florida Tech team, which gave up 3 goals in its first match of the season at St. Thomas, they won that match 4-3. They had to come from behind to win that match. Has given up 3 goals again here, but trail at 3-0 to the Pirates. And again, Armstrong trying to erase the memory of a fateful trip to Michigan last week, which did not net the Pirates a win. That should be a handball, and it is. Ball pops up off the hand of Howe, and it'll be a free kick for Armstrong. And the Pirates will have another free kick here. Catnaugh to deliver it. Catnaugh sends it in. It's headed backwards and out. It'll be a corner kick for Armstrong. And Andy Dawson will take this corner kick for the Pirates. So the first corner for Armstrong in this match. Florida Tech has just one corner as well. Far post looking for Mitchell, and it's over everything and out. It'll be a goal kick coming for Florida Tech. So Allstrand will deliver the goal kick for Florida Tech. Headed up by Andy Dawson. And Dawson receives a shove in the back, but Florida Tech comes away with it. Official put a whistle in his mouth like he was going to blow a foul, but decided not to. Fay plays this one forward, nothing but Florida Tech players around, but Fay gets it back. Fay making a run on the right side. Fay to the corner. Plays it back for Rainey into the box. And Florida Tech clear it away. O'Brien leaves it for McGlashan and intercepted by Dawson. Dawson has targets over to Pascutti. Pascutti with a cross, and that's popped in and saved by Allstrand. And Allstrand may have been shaken up on the play as Mitchell collided with her a little bit. Looks like got her right arm up around the shoulder. So our center official taking an extra couple of moments to make sure that she is all right. It's good officiating. Allstrand with the punt. Pass midfield, headed on. And Carson will wait for it to roll into the box, and she will pick it up. Carson's punt, shy of midfield. Settled by McGlashan. Now Harrison with it. Pirates pressuring high here. At midfield, Catnaugh taken down from behind. They play the advantage, and the Pirates with Schultz with it, wide for Catnaugh. Catnaugh to the feet of Fay, tries a backheel pass, but it's nothing but Florida Tech players around the ball. Now Edwards looking for Forsberg. Forsberg's going to get her first quality touch on the ball here. She has now a lot of room. Nice feed. That's deflected by Catnaugh. Still with Florida Tech here. Forsberg is offsides, and that will be a free kick coming for Armstrong. So our first offsides of the afternoon goes against Florida Tech. 13 and a half minutes to go until halftime. 3-0 Pirates. Schultz with a long ball. That's headed forward by Florida Tech. Won by Cauley, and Cauley gets called for the foul. So a free kick for Florida Tech And they'll play it backwards quickly. Stephanie James pops it up in the air. Bodies flying all around, and another foul whistled against Armstrong. With 12.5 to go. Kelly Whitaker on the ball here for the Panthers. Whitaker straight up the middle, and easy save for Carson, so credit Whitaker with a shot on the free kick. A little one hopper right to Carson. Mitchell to Cawley, over for McGloshin. And then tracking back, Fay will win possession for Armstrong. To Dawson. Dawson taken off the ball by Harrison. Florida Tech with it, looking for some offense. Just 2 shots in the half for Florida Tech, 6 for Armstrong. And another foul whistled against the Pirates. And this is probably the most dangerous free kick so far for Florida Tech. This one about, call it 24, 25 yards out. And again, Whitaker will take this one. Two-person wall in front of Whitaker. Whitaker with the service, going for goal, and it's high over the crossbar. And we'll sub in 2 substitutions for Armstrong as Brooke Lamberth and Stina Stadig will check in. Stadig, one of the newcomers for head coach Eric Faulkner, the freshman from Lomma, Sweden. Lamberth, the senior from Georgia, Brooks, Georgia. Goal kick for Carson, headed forward by Dawson. Cawley to the feet of Dawson, looking for Stadig. Stadig, ball deflected. She had past Scuddy on a run up the middle. And now Florida Tech again with it. Forsberg with some space. Forsberg leaves it. And ball is loose, and eventually Carson pounces on it. It was Howe making the run into the box. Fed by Forsberg, but Carson makes the play. Florida Tech with a lot of dribbling in its defensive half here. Plays it back to Allstrand. Allstrand out of the box with it on her feet. Now leaves it right for McGlashan. Long ball sent forward, won by Schultz. Sent deep into Florida Tech's half, and it will be a deep throw-in for the Panthers, and subs coming for Florida Tech. Chelsea Pushman and Ashley Vezina will check in. Lamberth plays it forward. Macaulay takes the spill, still with the Panthers here. We're 7.5 to go until halftime. Florida Tech really pressuring, wanting to get one back here before halftime. 3-0 Armstrong. Good win there of the ball by Pascotti. Stoddard misses on a ball that hopped up on her. Florida Tech comes back with it. McGlashan wide for O'Brien. McGlashan gets it back. Mitchell at midfield with it. Mitchell toe pokes it ahead to Fay. Now Dawson to Stoddard. Now Fay has it. Fay makes a move, and that's intercepted by McGlashan. Nice play defensively by McGlashan to end that advance by the Pirates. Now here comes Florida Tech through midfield. Deflected by Mitchell, plays it wide for Stoddard. Stoddard back to Katna. The Pirates will take some time here, string together a few passes. And that's a bad giveaway there by Lamberth. Forsberg with it. Diagonal ball headed by Mitchell. Now Fay with it. And that's won by Florida Tech's Ballhoose on the far side. Lamberth. Ball taken away by Forsberg, and then underneath, hops underneath Carly O'Brien, and goes out for an Armstrong throw-in. And the Pirates are going to bring in another substitution here, as Rachel Hatch, the Darton College transfer, will come in for Christina Pascotti. James with the throw-in. Now Hatch with it at midfield, back to Mitchell. Mitchell through traffic, taking off the ball, bodies flying all over the place. Here come the Panthers. That's intercepted, but still with Florida Tech. Redmond wide for McGlashan. Now Katna intercepted, but won again by Florida Tech at midfield. Kelly Whitaker plays the feet of Forsberg. It's deflected and cleared away by James. It will go out for a throw. 4:20 until halftime. Forsberg on the ball, pops it up towards goal, and that will be well high, but it's a shot for Forsberg, her first of the match. But it was rising, not much chance for her to keep it on frame. And a goal kick coming for Armstrong. 3.5 to go until halftime. Shots now 6 for the Pirates, 7 for the Pirates, 4 for Florida Tech. McGlashan wide, looking for Vezina, but it will go out for another goal kick. Cadnaugh plays it forward, headed back. Hatch on the run. Harrison plays it back to Allstrand, who plays it wide for McGlashan. Courtney Colley takes it off the feet of Pushman. Colley takes a shot, and it's wide to the left. And Colley is down. And it looked like the footing, the turf gave away underneath her after she let that shot go. So a shot for Colley. Stoddard plays it back to Cadnaugh for the Pirates, wide off of Florida Tech, out for a throw-in. Under 2 to play here in the first half. Long ball sent forward for Forsberg. Carson out of her box, plays it out into the stands. So Carson on the long run. 1:29 to go in the half. Ball played to the feet. Carson is out, and the shot is wide for Forsberg with Carson out of the net. .42 seconds left. Pirates looking to just shepherd this one into half. It's a 3-0 lead for Armstrong. Now Florida Tech will pressure. Ball played forward for Stoddard. Stoddard. And a throw in for Armstrong. Stephanie James with the throw in the corner. As the last 10 seconds sound off. And it will be the end of half number 1 with Armstrong leading it 3-0 over Florida Tech. We'll step away for about 15 minutes. We'll come back with the first half statistics and bringing the second half of action. You're listening to and watching Armstrong Soccer on your home of Armstrong Athletics on the net, Ustream, and ArmstrongPirates.com. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong Soccer Field just about a couple minutes ago until we begin half number 2 between Armstrong and Florida Tech. We want to pass along that the Armstrong volleyball team has won a couple of matches today. They are up in Carson-Newman in Jefferson City, Tennessee at the Carson-Newman Classic. The Pirates defeated Lincoln Memorial earlier today 3-1 and have just recently defeated King out of Tennessee 3-0. So the Pirates are 5-0, and they will have a couple more matches going on tomorrow up at Carson-Newman. Here, Armstrong leads at 3-0. A look at the first half statistics. Armstrong with 8 shots in the first half, Florida Tech with 4. Each team with 1 corner kick. Armstrong whistled for 7 fouls in the first half, Florida Tech with 4. Armstrong goalkeeper Maggie Carson made 1 save, and Florida Tech goalkeeper Emma Alstrand with 2 saves. First goal was scored just 18 seconds into the match. Najma Skeff, unassisted, took the ball into the box and scored to give the Pirates a 1-0 lead. Then in the 21st minute, Andy Dawson, on a give and go with Danielle Fay, beat Alstrand near post, upper 90 for the second goal of the match. And then Christina Pascutti gathered in a long free kick from Emily Katna, left side of the box, slided underneath the keeper for her second goal of the season and the third goal of the match. Teams will switch sides. Armstrong will now be going from left to right and Florida Tech from right to left. For the Pirates on the field, Maggie Carson, Andy Dawson, Taylor Schultz, Stephanie James, Christina Pascutti, Morgan Mitchell, Taylor Russell, Emily Cadnaugh, and Najma Skeff, the starting 11 on the field for Armstrong. For Florida Tech, Forsberg, Chelsea Pushman, Kelly Whitaker, Williamson, looks like Edwards, as well as Howe. The back line for the Panthers. Bullhoose. McGlashan will start the second half, along with Carleen Harrison. As well as number 20, Kristen Howe, or excuse me, number 30, Paige Redmond. So just a couple of subs for Florida Tech in the second half, as the Pirates again holding a 3-0 lead, and the Pirates with the ball. Najma Skeff making a run, and that's cleared away by Redmond. Out. It'll be a throw-in for Armstrong. Skeff with 2 shots in the first half, 1 for the goal. Diagonal ball looking for Dawson. Skeff gets it back, takes a shot. Save by Alstrand. She bobbled it and was able to pick it up. None of the other Pirates crashing the net, as it were. Katnaugh to Morgan Mitchell, and that's played out. It'll be a throw-in for Armstrong. Mitchell with it, sends it into the box, and it's still loose. Dawson got a touch on it, and it's played away by Florida Tech. Dawson tried a little side step of the ball, sticking out the leg, got a little bit of contact on it, not enough to get it on frame, and it results in a throw-in eventually for Armstrong, far side of the field. So Katnaugh actually does start the second half for the Pirates at right back in place of Brianne Matarazzo. Now Florida Tech with the ball. Whitaker deflected Won by Catnaugh to the feet of Cawley. Cawley, toe poked ahead, looking for Rainey, and that's won by Whitaker coming back defensively. Stephanie James to Skeff, midfield. Najma Skeff lifts it ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell on the run, and that will be played out by Carlene Harrison for an Armstrong throw-in. Dawson plays it back to James, or excuse me, that is James, to the feet of Mitchell. And Rainey's tripped up. Ball goes out for a throw for Florida Tech. At midfield, now back the back line. Giveaway by number 3, Carlene Harrison. Pascutti looking for Dawson. And McGlashan will run it down for Florida Tech. Forsberg way back defensively for Florida Tech. Pascutti to Catnaugh. Catnaugh up the middle looking for Mitchell. Flicked on to Skeff, and Skeff off her feet in the box. Just lost her footing, or else she would have had a one-on-one opportunity against the goalkeeper, Allstrand. Rainey, ball's deflected. Now sent forward by Catnaugh for Mitchell. Chests it, makes a turn. Microphone back in action now. Diagonal ball looking for Forsberg. Forsberg over to Williamson. Williamson with the left foot, and that's saved by Carson. Aubrey Williamson, 16, with the shot and the save by Maggie Carson. Best scoring opportunity for Florida Tech, really, in the match. As that ball comes through to Pascutti. Pascutti on the run. Pascutti into the box, takes the shot, and off the side, support of the goal. Pascutti went to the left to get around the keeper and shot it wide. End-to-end action here in the last couple of minutes. Florida Tech and Armstrong, two teams that were NCAA tournament participants a year ago. Florida Tech made it as far as the regional, bounced by St. Leo in the regional. Armstrong making it all the way to the Final Four a year ago. Or excuse me, Florida Tech bounced by Lynn in the regional last year. 1-0, that was on November 11th. At midfield, Florida Tech with it. Pushman run off the ball by Pascutti, but it's given right back. Now Dawson with it. Dawson, long ball for Mitchell. Mitchell, it's headed away from Mitchell, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. That was Harrison heading it away from Morgan Mitchell. Emily Catnaugh will sprint down to the corner to take this corner kick. Second corner of the match. Catnaugh with the corner, headed by Mitchell, and it's high. She climbed the ladder to get her head on it and missed by about 1.5 feet over the crossbar. played long, giving chases James, but it will go out for a goal kick. Seven and a half minutes into our second half of action. 3-0 Armstrong. Skeff with the header to Mitchell. Mitchell plays it into space, but no Pirates making a run. McGlashan able to gather it up. She's pressured now by the Pirates. Ball to midfield, headed forward by Schultz, and out. It'll be a throw-in for Florida Tech. Ball goes out for a throw. James with the throw in to Mitchell. Mitchell pops it up looking for Dawson. Dawson crosses it, and it's off of the defender, out for another corner kick. So good play there by the Pirates. Second corner of the half. Frantic action in front of the net. A shot blocked by Florida Tech with the Pirates on the doorstep, and we have a throw-in on the far side of the field. The Pirates now with 4 shots in this half, and all of them pretty good quality so far. Skeff with it. Plays wide. That's intercepted by Edwards, and a foul whistled against Armstrong. Free kick taken early by Florida Tech. Deflected, won by the Pirates. Dawson, long ball for Mitchell. And off the side of the foot of Allstrand, Pascutti gets past Bolhus. Pascutti into the box, and that's taken away by Harrison and played out for a throw-in. So heads up defensive play there by Harrison after the missed touch by the goalkeeper Allstrand. Really put her out on an island. Katnaugh, far post for Mitchell, and it's across the goal and in. Morgan Mitchell with the goal on the header off the service from Katnaugh, and it is 4-0 Armstrong. Morgan Mitchell's first goal of the year, and Katnaugh with her second assist of the match on a beautiful service from the right side of the field. Skeff with it for Armstrong. Plays it wide for James, making the run from her left back spot. Tries to keep it in play, and we're going to have a sub here, as Florida Tech is going to bring in a new goalkeeper. Number 1, Amy Cross, is going to come in for number 32, Emma Allstrand. So a free kick coming for Florida Tech after the goalkeeper switch for the Panthers. just past midfield. Paige Redmond sends it. Long ball into the box and headed wide, and that's going to be a corner kick. Schultz just got a glancing header on it, and it goes out for a corner for Florida Tech. And it looks like it will be number 28, Whitaker, taking the corner. Here comes the corner. Headed out by Mitchell. And a throw-in coming for Armstrong, and we're going to have subs for Armstrong. Ashane Monroe's going to come in, and the freshman Morgan Lucky is going to come in for Maggie Carson. Lucky from Charlotte, North Carolina, getting her first action at home as a Pirate. And Monroe comes in for Stephanie James at left back, the junior from McDonough, in her second season with the Pirates. Monroe with a long throw. Skeff through traffic. Now Mitchell pops it back to Skeff. Taken off her feet by Redmond. Redmond with a long, wide ball, and that's going to go out for an Armstrong throw. Nothing Armstrong in the home opener for the Pirates here this afternoon. Catnaugh headed out by Florida Tech. Another throw in for Armstrong. Mitchell flicks it in, looking for Pascotti in the box. Cleared across the box by Harrison, picked up by Williamson, who plays it to the feet of McGlashan. Back to Williamson as Florida Tech works it up the field. Intercepted by Dawson. Now the Pirates with it with Cawley. Cawley to Pascotti, that's broken up. Williamson to Monroe of the Pirates. Monroe plays it back safely to Schultz. And Schultz walks it up. Now sends it forward for Dawson. One touch to Mitchell. Back to Skeff. Skeff looking for Pascotti. A little too far in front of her. And the substitute keeper for Florida Tech, Cross, will dribble it back into the box and pick it up. Forsberg now with it for Florida Tech. For Williamson. Leaves it for Pushman. Back to Edwards. Now Howe with it. And Cawley takes it off the feet of the Panthers. Now Mitchell to Rainey. Over to Catnaugh. Catnaugh back to Rainey. And that one too far in front of Skeff. It will be played out by Florida Tech for an Armstrong throw. Again tomorrow we'll have another match for the Pirates. Armstrong will take on Coker 3:30 p.m. here at the Armstrong Soccer Field. And a foul whistled against Florida Tech as Skeff gets a little bit of an arm in the back. Free kick coming for the Pirates. Andy Dawson on the ball for Armstrong. Sends it into the box. Headed in the air by Mitchell. Still loose. A shot by Mitchell is in for the goal. Morgan Mitchell with her second goal of the half. And it is now 5-0.
scored by number 2, Morgan Mitchell. Checking in for the Pirates, number 20, Rachel Hatch.
No assist on the play. The assist probably could be given to the turf because it was Cauley sliding underneath the ball that caused all sorts of havoc in front of the box. And Mitchell able to pick up the loose ball and pop it in over cross into the goal. And it is 5-0 Armstrong. And a quick foul whistled against the Pirates. Florida Tech with possession here. Whitaker, diagonal ball looking for Williamson, headed by Monroe. Long ball looking for Rachel Hatch, who checked in after the goal scored by Mitchell. Florida Tech again with it. Pascutti wins that one over to Skeff at midfield. Skeff on the run. Pops one in for Hatch. Rachel Hatch runs down the ball to the left of the box. Plays it back to Dawson. Dawson to the feet of Skeff. Skeff looking for Mitchell, but it's intercepted by Florida Tech. Howe with it for the Panthers. That's easily won by Katnaugh for Armstrong. Pokes it ahead for Mitchell. 2 goals in the match for Mitchell. Over to Dawson. Dawson, toe poke from Skeff. Again looking for Hatch, but coming out off her line is Cross, and she'll smother it at the top of the box. Nice pass from Forsberg, looking for Pushman. It's out for a throw, and we'll have substitutions now for both teams.
Number 2, Chelsea Belfort, and number 22, Katie King.
Chelsea Belfer and Katie King into the match for Florida Tech. Ashane Monroe with it for Armstrong. Monroe toe pokes it, tries to get it to Hatch. That's intercepted by Redmond. Monroe gets it back. Mitchell for Dawson in the corner, but that's going to roll out for a goal kick. Pascutti with it for Armstrong. Over to Russell. Russell ahead to Hatch. Hatch wide for Dawson. Off the hand of a Florida Tech player, but it's still play on, and now we'll get substitutions for the Pirates.
Checking in for the Pirates, number 5,
Brooke Lamberth, Stina Stoddard, Anna Whitehouse, Danielle Fay, and Candace Cosby all come in for the Pirates. And for Florida Tech, number 6, Ashley Vesna, and number 29, Carly Hunt. So substitutions abound for both teams as we've about reached the midpoint of the second half. Again, Pirates leading it 5-0 here in the home opener for Armstrong. At midfield, Amber Rainey with it for the Pirates, plays it wide for Catnaugh. Catnaugh wide for Fay. Fay reverses direction, now heads towards the box. Fay, ball's deflected. Kept in play by Florida Tech. Fay gets it back, and it will be a throw-in for Armstrong deep in Florida Tech's half. Lamberth plays it wide for Monroe. At midfield, Monroe. Ball's deflected. Monroe will track it back and will give up the throw-in. So a sub for Florida Tech as